Yo, got Raul.
What's up, people?
Yo, turn your mic up a little bit, bro. Honestly.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. First podcast of many. Check this.
Yeah, I filmed this in Bogota last week.
Money, cars, clothes, hoes, pretty girls, cities, shows. This my life, yeah, anything goes. This my life, yeah, the one that I chose. Pity, pain, scars, foes, new highs, same lows. This my life, yeah, anything goes. This my life, yeah, the one that I chose. Oh my god, same old me with a brand new broad. Skin so tan and she got no flaws. When she throw it back, I'm like, oh my god. Give her that sausage, put the relish
Like,
on.
I made this in
Pussy right, we gon' have a
probably
sex
May.
marathon. You the type.
No way.
Yeah, so like,
So this was in your trip to Bogota just this other day? I mean, this last week?
the video was, last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me put these on and make sure you're not getting any feedback. But yeah, like, I made that in May, right? So now it's coming out, but the music I'm making now is gonna come out in like January, February, right?
Yeah.
And so by the time it comes out, I'm kind of already over it.
Right.
But like, I have this fail safe in my mind that like, even if people don't fuck with it, I still can be like, oh, that's okay. Like, I'm already way better than this, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, it just keeps you going because
Yeah.
you won't really know the damage a song can do until like way later. So
Yeah.
just like keep it in your pocket and move on to the next one. And so it's just like motivating
Yeah.
to just keep going and going and going because there's already like probably 5, 6, 7 more songs, right? Like
Yeah.
just waiting.
Yeah.
So even if and a lot of my shit flops. Like don't get me wrong, like flops as in as music, it can't really flop, but like
I'm with you.
relative, to like my other.
Yeah.
Obviously, some songs are bigger than others, but like it if you just have that catalog built up, then it's always like, nah, it's fine. The next one, the next one, the next one. And a lot of them will hit. So yeah. It's just
Dude, yeah, it's the same in my world. Cause
yeah.
like we're releasing through like these boutique labels, right? To like, get on the roster for DJing, right? And we'll submit a track, we'll get the yes, and it'll be like 6 months till it's released. And same, by the time we're over the track, it's like coming out. And we're like, we don't know about this track, like you release, you finish it, you're like, it's done.
Yeah.
And then like people dig it and you're like, oh, I guess it is dope, You're
I know.
like, I guess
It's
yeah,
such
it's
a
weird.
mind fuck.
It
It's
is.
impossible.
It is.
It's impossible to know like how another person is hearing your song.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. Like
Yeah.
I hear that, like you just played that,
Yeah.
my shit, and I'm in my head. I'm like, like, I don't like.
I
You
know
know what I
what you
mean?
mean.
Like I'm
Yeah.
like cringing almost, but it's like I
Yeah.
just gotta put it out. I gotta put it out. But
That's
other
good.
people will be like, dude, this is this is amazing. This is
No, dude,
whatever.
yeah. Like literally, bro, you're getting better, bro. Like and this is funny, you made this in May. So I'm excited
Yeah.
to hear the shit that you're making now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. That's the dilemma of the artist, bro. We're like so self-critical of everything we do.
And just pushing through that is a
Yeah.
victory.
Yeah, it's just like breaking through self-judgment. Just like letting it be. This is like my work, you just put it out and you just
Do you think
let it
like
fly.
do you think you'll always feel this way, or do you think you can get good enough to where you actually like no matter what anyone says, you'll be like, okay, this is actually heat, like to me.
So this is interesting. We played a set last night, right? And to be honest, bro, we downloaded like a shit ton of new tracks. A lot. And it was like older tracks that were like really awesome groovers. And honestly, in my opinion, our set was like all over the place. I was like, man, we're all over the place, bro. But then like afterwards, like it's so dope. Like strangers come up to us like, dude, you guys killed it. Like you guys killed it. And we're like, fuck yeah. Like
Yeah.
we because me and Mao were talking. It was like, dude, it was kind of all over the place, and it's all good, you practice, you test out stuff like, in front of a crowd to see how it goes. But people were digging it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. I don't know if it does go away, to be honest. Like you hold yourself to a standard, and and
Yeah.
only like that line only keeps moving in the sand. Um
Yeah.
I do think eventually you're like, yeah, like, I mean, you think about uh like Roger Federer, like he's amazing on a bad day.
Yeah.
Like that's just I think like the personal standard is
Just keeps getting higher.
it just keeps getting higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly think that's how it's always gonna be. There's like,
think-
and it's healthy to be that way though. It's not like it's a
Yeah.
bad thing. Yeah. I think you have to.
I hope there's a point where I can just be like, yeah, this is the shit.
Well, I mean, you do think it when you're making it, right? Like this is the shit.
Yes. Yes.
And that's like the creative process. Otherwise, you're fucking
Yeah.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
guess you get
yeah.
to think it at a different time than everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. And then you finish it and you're just like, yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's always like that. And it's funny because and then you release it, right? And I guess it's what's cool about like kind of like my world is that I get to go and DJ it, right? So I get to hear see the response, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and even before it's released, like I'm playing it, right?
Right.
And then when seeing people's reactions makes me like reaffirm that, oh, this is actually good.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I don't know, like, okay, what about, are you gonna play shows? Are you planning on it, Ben?
Um, I don't know. Like, part of me doesn't really want to like spend time on that right now. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I figure like shows they always say like, oh, you got to do all these, you should do so many local shows, you should do so many, you know what I mean, like on the cover,
Yeah.
you should do all these shows. But like, I feel like that is changing now,
Yeah, I think so.
and
yeah.
like the internet is more important, to be honest. Like, shows, you'll build that personal connection,
Yeah.
but if you don't have the production value, like the minimum production value, right, like to like really materialize the vision you want, then it's almost, in my opinion, like it's almost better to just get back to the drawing board and keep cooking
Yeah.
until you reach a certain velocity
Yeah.
where you can get, like a stage with in-ear monitors and like your own DJ and stuff like that. Nothing like crazy. You don't have to be huge to have that stuff, right? But
Yeah.
just like that minimum, and enough people who like want to just see you versus your opening or whatever. You have to do that, of
Yeah.
course, but like
Uh-huh.
I think I want to get a little bit bigger before I start doing shows.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, man. Like if you start, you're slowly, those opportunities are gonna trickle in, and I think the more you wait, you're just like increasing your value, and
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know how it is in the hip hop world, when that, like that ramp begins, when you're just like, holy shit, I'm getting booked,
Yeah.
like I don't know when that happens, like how far do you think you are from that? Or are you, is that something that you're eager to do?
I'm like I said, I'm eager to do it in the right
Yeah.
context.
Yeah.
If I see that there's enough people who are like interested in that sort of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, let's do it. And I'm going to put my everything into it. I haven't investigated too deeply into that yet, but I'll say this, like, you'd be surprised at like some of the size of certain artists who get booked for certain shows. They're
Like
not,
really like small.
yeah, sometimes they're not as big as you may think, right?
Yeah.
They just have a small group of really, really loyal like fans. Like I was researching some Coachella openers from like a couple years ago, right? Like openers, not headliners.
Right.
But like the differential between my numbers and theirs are not like super crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like I could start doing numbers like that in like 6 months.
Damn.
So it's there, but obviously those people, you know, knew so and so and so and so, and a lot of other things went right for them to be in that position. But
yeah,
like, yeah, I think it's coming soon, I guess, to answer your question.
Badass. So if it's coming soon, like what's the vision? What are you envisioning? What's
Well, so in the, like I said, I made this in May, right? And that's
Yeah.
like this last song, and that's like an eon for me, just musically, right? So I'm on some
you're
whole
just
different
cranking
shit
them
now.
out. You're just
Yeah.
cranking them out. Yeah. That's good, man. That's awesome.
And in that time, I've been working on producing my own
Oh,
stuff.
hell yeah.
So in November, I'm dropping a video with a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
And that's a self-produced track, and it's one of my hardest shits. So like,
Oh shit.
I think that, and then I got some collabs in the works.
Yeah.
And right now I'm making music for January, February, right?
Dang.
And it's like, I'm always gonna feel like it's my best shit ever, right?
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it actually is my best shit ever.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like, I have this very strong feeling that in the next like 6 to 12 months,
yeah.
there's gonna be a series of releases that are just gonna like 4, 5, 6x me.
Damn.
And then that'll be all she wrote.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, I got a question for you, bro.
Mhm.
This is it's interesting. You got this like alter ego, like personality as Rockstar, because I know you personally, and that's not like the person that I know you as. You're like this like chill, like you got a badass sense of humor, but like you're like way more laid back. And over here, you're like, what's up, motherfuckers? I'm getting bitches, you know, that type of shit. What is like
Yeah.
what's going on there? You know, like why did you create this persona?
So I don't look at it as like a different person.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Because I like know me the most intimately, right?
Yeah.
So I know like what I believe in. What there's like two sides to me. Like there's just two sides to me, and I know like when it's appropriate to express one or the other, right? So like if I'm just kicking it with you and like hanging out with the homies, like I don't think it's like, I don't need to be all like, you know what I mean? Like,
I got you.
Where the bitches at? And, you know, like doing all that.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, it's just not me in that moment. But internally, like for my whole life, I've always been like very like, how do I say it? Sexually motivated. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a very sexual person. I'm super driven by that energy. I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
I don't have like, I'm not a very angry person, but I have like a chip for sure. Like about like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being doubted and told like, you know, all this stuff. And the person that you see when we're all just being laid back and relaxing is a result of years of perspective and knowing like, you know, like each moment calls for its own person.
Yeah.
But that energy, that flip side, those dark thoughts, all of that is still a part of me, right? It's still in my head.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very left brain, right brain balanced. And I know like, you know, I just know what each situation calls for.
Yeah.
So,
bro.
yeah, is that answer your question?
See that. No, yeah, I can totally see that. You got like it's like it's in there. It just comes out in different ways. I totally know what you mean though, because I'm crazy competitive, bro. Like I'm super competitive, but I don't really like. I demonstrate when I'm playing sports, you know, with like my friends and stuff. But like, I don't think people really understand, and I probably feel this. And that's why I asked that question, because I probably don't even understand like what you got in here, like what's like really driving you.
Mm,
And that's like really interesting you say about sexual energy,
right.
because like have you read Think and Grow Rich?
Yeah. Sexual transmutation.
Sexual transmutation.
It's real, man. It's
Yeah,
for sure real.
it really is real. Like
Yeah.
harnessing
I notice it when
is
I'm
powerful.
in the zone and I'm focused, like it's completely different energy. It's subtle,
Yeah,
but it's a big deal at the same time.
yeah,
One thing about like the difference between, you know, who you are in real life and your artist whatever
yeah.
persona that I want to say is like I think the goal is to eventually get to a point where there's no difference.
Uh,
And
yeah.
you almost create a third person
Okay.
that just who you are all the time. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
fusion of your artistic vision and you in real life, and then that's just
yeah,
you. And I think the best artists are the people who've done that and who you don't really see like, you know, like you're not really gonna see like just name like a big, you know, like a real successful rapper. You're not gonna see them too many videos of them at home like taking a bubble bath or like, you know,
right. Yeah,
eating
yeah. I
eating
see what
like
you mean.
or cooking a meal or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
because it's just not their persona or whatever. But like if you can get to a point where you fuse the two and there's just no difference,
yeah,
you are your persona and your persona is you,
yeah.
then it's like
Well, you're just
that's
congruent. You're just
yeah,
yeah. It's all like a spiral,
it's the
forward.
highest level. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like fully integrated
Mm-hmm.
with that person, but it still encompasses who you are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's a
like it's
journey.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I have so many songs and I don't like some people like are like don't want to release something because they're not confident in it or
yeah,
they'll delete stuff later, you know?
yeah,
And I may still fucking do that. Like I don't, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I don't know, but like right now, like you can go like there's clearly some songs that were made like just for fun,
yeah,
and there's others that I put a lot of effort into, and they're all there the same, you know, for everyone to just go look at. It's like that's me. Like it's the
yeah.
best I'm doing right now.
No, yeah, you're just letting him fly, bro. Like, I mean, I struggle with that. That's badass. Like, I honestly struggle with that. Um, I really wait until like I know I have to release things, and I'm always testing them out. But
Mm,
to release them, um, I do wait until like we get a good solid pair of tracks, put
right.
them out, like send them off, like really like turn it into an EP. And then the other ones that we don't, we're still playing them out, right?
Yeah.
But we just keep them.
And that strategy
Yeah.
works. And it's like sometimes I wish I could do that because you create scarcity and you really feel good about every
Yeah.
song, you know, like that you're putting out.
Yeah.
But some songs that I maybe would not have put out are my biggest
The
songs. So
response, yeah.
yeah,
I know that's crazy.
the uncertainty would kill me, right? Like, what if this was the
Yeah.
one
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just didn't? Okay, I gotta bounce
Gotta go.
pretty soon here, but I want to ask you a question
All right.
before. Same question, but like since your music doesn't have vocals,
Right.
do you still feel like you're putting your persona into it?
I still think it's 100% me. And what's interesting is like it's me and my brother, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so it's this it's really cool because we're very similar, but but we're also very different, right? And that comes across in the music because it's very collaborative.
Mm,
And so we're always thinking like who is so we have to like come to terms like who is Lucky Roll, right?
right,
Like what like how do we come together technically, right? And like
right.
what's going to be the vibe, and what's cool is that we have the same taste. Like it's crazy when like nobody really understands a language that me and Mal speak,
Mm,
because we can say like, "Oh, that sounds funky," right? But exactly what funky means like at a technical level, right?
yeah,
Like only him and I like come together with that. Like
right.
or to try to explain it to you, I'd be like, "Well, this is what I mean," right? And I would
Yeah.
but we just like click.
Mm-hmm.
And so to as far as like the persona, I think it like turns into something new with Lucky Roll because it's two of us, right? And what's cool
Combination.
about it, and like this is also like why I'm doing this, like the Lucky Roll Rick thing, is because I was telling him, I was like, I kind of want to do like my own thing, like almost like grow like a Lucky Roll Rick brand, right? As we're growing Lucky Roll, because I want to like show like who I am, and I want to talk about like because I'm super into like the mental game of things and like uh just like the personal development, like meditation and all that. And I almost feel like Lucky Roll as DJs, you know, it it just doesn't fit that in a way, you know? So
Gotcha.
yeah. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you're trying to like branch out more into like other types of content to be able to get your verbal message out.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I do feel like I have something to say, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone does for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And it's the same thing, man. It's like uh you have this self-judgment that holds you back, but the more you start like just releasing it
Just
and
doing
letting it
it,
go
yeah.
and breaking through it, dude.
And it's like no
Bro,
one else cares. Yeah. Like,
dude, no one, dude, like it's dope because people have been like you, like I've been getting positive responses,
yeah.
and I'm like, damn, like people will accept you if you just are vulnerable and it's like who you are.
Yeah. A lot of people will also not, but that's good.
Yeah,
You know,
and
like
yeah, exactly.
you got to like, I definitely like have less friends now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Like,
interesting.
but it's so worth it. You know what I mean? Like those people
Yeah,
were not like my close homies anyway. So it's
yeah,
like,
exactly. Like I feel like this is interesting because this happened because of that, you know,
yeah,
and you know, like it's like the right people come.
right,
The
exactly,
the more you are vulnerable and like really you like release this front of like who you're putting, you know, like as this thing
exactly.
you have to uphold, right? You
Yeah.
get rid of that and it's like this is me.
If we
And
could all
yeah,
be that person that we
yeah,
are when there's no one around,
yeah,
like everyone would be really likable. You know what I mean?
yeah. All
That's
the
just, that's the
yeah.
challenge.
No, it is, dude. Yeah, it's funny because I was walking with Ash, um, and dude, I'll say some like stupid shit when I'm with her, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and and I ask her like why can't I like be this way when I'm with everyone, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm like a fucking dork, dude.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know, like why can't because she's like the most intimate person, right?
Right.
That I'm with always, and I can be like ridiculous, but even with like my closest friends, I still feel like I can't be like that level of like dorky, you know?
Right.
Like why can't we, right? Like it's just,
I
but you're
mean,
right, like it's
some things are saved for special people, right?
yeah,
So you can't like try to like force that, but
yeah,
I think there's a level of like inhibition and just like free flow that
yeah,
you can achieve, even if there's like a bunch of cameras on you. And
yeah.
because you have to practice that. You
You do.
change when you hit the record button, like
It's true.
you can change, you know?
It's true. And I mean,
And
and that goes back to like what you were talking about, like it's the same you, but it translates in different ways depending on the environment.
right, right.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta bounce, but
Yeah. I
this
think
was
this was
great. I
dope.
wish we could keep going, to be honest. I think
I
we
know,
could do
bro.
an hour easy.
Easy, bro. I think we're on a roll though. Hell yeah.
Yeah, a lucky roll.
I'll cut some stuff, bro. I'll make it look sick.
All right, all right. I'm excited to see it.
Hell yeah, brother. Later,
All
bro.
right, see ya.
Love you, dog.
Love you too.
Oh my God, same on me with a brand new broad. Skin so tan and she got no flaws. When she throw it back, I'm like, oh my God.